In a few hours from now, the United Kingdom will remove Portugal from its so-called red list of countries that involve extra travel precautions. It means UK residents returning home from Portugal won't have to quarantine for 10 days in a hotel at their own expense. Portugal hopes to welcome back British tourists starting in May, if they qualify for an EU Green Certificate. That could help revive international travel this summer throughout Europe. Rita Marques is the Portuguese Secretary of State for Tourism and joins me now. Madam Secretary, good to have you. Thank you. So it is good news. I know there was a lot of ill feeling in Portugal that the country was put on the red list. But as they say, that was then, this is now. You're planning for the summer. How is it going to work?
Thanks for having me, Richard. It's great to meet you again. Well, as you said, we have been very determined to tackle the pandemic. Now we are off the red list in the UK, so we are preparing ourselves for the summer season. We have been we've been pushing very hard for this proposal from the Commission on digital green certificates. And I guess that this initiative from the Commission will really help us to welcome British holidaymakers or any other holidaymaker from other parts of the world that could have a certificate testing negative. Or,
so it's going to be some sort of version of either a green pass or a travel pass or a negative test or some. It won't be one size fits all. I see that. But if you tie yourself to the green certificate, I mean, we had on the programme the other day the Spanish foreign minister who was saying that she wants a wider certificate, an OECD type of arrangement. Is that something you seek too?
Absolutely. You know, this initiative, this digital green certificate from the Commission, I think it's the first step to move forward. But we need to have a global solution, or at least several solutions that can be interoperable, that can talk to each other in order to foster the tourism, traveling again. Otherwise, it won't work, definitely.
Isn't there a problem? I look back at the last year, and I look back at the lack of coordination between countries that led to the fiascos of last summer and a hodgepodge of policies. Why should I have confidence that this year officials from different countries will work together?
You're absolutely right. Last year, it was really a chaos. So we need to restore confidence. And in order to achieve that, I guess that the only way is to inform passengers on what tests, what type of vaccines or other measures they require prior to travel. And also we need to guarantee that this procedure, traveling, the whole process of traveling should be straightforward and agile and simple. And again, the key to restore confidence and reopen borders, I think, depends on effective communication and also on this type of instruments that the Commission also defined yesterday.
In terms of the offering from Portugal, which is always one of the most popular destinations in Europe, do you think that there has been much permanent loss? And I mean restaurants that won't reopen, hotels that have shut down for good. Or do you think that there is, how do you gauge the gap of permanent loss?
Of course, we had some injuries. Yes, of course, there will be some scars out of this war. That's for sure. We are trying to keep all the companies alive in order to guarantee that we can resume traveling and tourism here in Portugal, because with no companies, with no workers, it will be really impossible to restore confidence. So we have been injecting massive amounts of support, of money, in order to guarantee that these companies survive. But of course, you have a point there. There is a high risk that some of them won't survive.
I am looking forward, as I said to your counterparts in other countries, I'm looking forward to my trip to Portugal for your pastéis de nata. these wonderful, of course, which I've completely mangled.
You have
but
a
it's,
good taste.
yeah, I have a good taste, and I have a growing waistline. There's this wonderful Portuguese custard that I know you're going to feed me with when I come to Portugal. Secretary, good to see you. Thank you for joining us, talking to
Thank you for having
this.
me.
Now, as we continue tonight, I've got all excited at the thought of a Portuguese custard tart.